welcome to my channel. I'm Sharon and this is Fun with Cross Stitch. Today is the 16th of August. It's Wednesday again. These Wednesdays seem to come around very quickly. Today is video 46. So getting up close to 50 videos. That's pretty good. I'd like to welcome all my existing subscribers. Thank you for coming back every fortnight or every video that I put up. Thank you for coming back to see what I have to show you and hitting that like button, and also all the comments. There is so many comments and I love reading each and every one of them, and thank you so much for all your kind words. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I've had a big jump in new subscribers since my whip parade, so thank you for popping along and seeing what I have to show you. And just for clicking on my channel. There is so many whip parades out there, but thank you for clicking on mine and spending some time with me and watching my journey. Today I've got 8 projects to show you for the fortnight, and I've got some haul, and I won't be doing the giveaways this week. I've just been sitting here trying to get the comment picker to work because I thought it would work, but I just can't seem to get it done. So what I'm going to do is I will put them all on a wheel like I first thought of it originally, but I thought I could get the comment picker to work, but it just doesn't. So next video I will be putting them all onto the wheel, and that way I'll just pick a name out of the wheel and I'll spin the wheel while you're watching. So you have another 2 weeks for anyone that hasn't entered. All you have to do is go back and watch the last video, and that'll show you all the giveaways and the code words for them. You have to be, hopefully you are a subscriber to enter, and you have to be over 18 to give me your address, and no words saying giveaway, free, prize or anything like that, because we don't want trolls. We just want it to go to a subscriber or a viewer. So we will get on with these whips. Like I said, I've got 8 projects to show you. Now I did have a bit of a drama with my iPad or my tablet. It keeps going really slow. This is the one that I've got Pattern Keeper on. It keeps going really slow, and sometimes it doesn't even want to load, or it doesn't want to charge. So Bruce went and brought me a new one the other day, and I've tried to export all my progress from Pattern Keeper to Dropbox and then bring it back down onto the new tablet. But the new tablet, the export is just not working. It goes up into Dropbox but not as a PDF, so you can actually read it. All it is a bunch of numbers. So I don't know where that's going wrong. I have done it before and put it onto my phone. Excuse me. Put it onto my phone when the tablet was first playing up, but now it just doesn't want to do it. So I've got a new tablet, and I've got Pattern Keeper on there, and I've got Dropbox on there. I've downloaded all the patterns that I'm actually working on at the moment. I haven't put the extras in yet. I'll leave that for a little bit. And it looks like I have to put all my progress in stitch by stitch, or page by page, or square by square. So it's a long process, especially when I get to Toy Shop. So what I'm thinking of doing, before the old iPad stops completely, if I can get it to work when I'm starting one of the charts, I'm going to count down, either if it's close to the side, count over close to the side and mark off the first stitch, and then I can work out whereabouts that is on the new Pattern Keeper, and try and work out a starting point there, and then work my way over to the stitches that I've already stitched, and then I should be able to eventually fill all those ones in. As for Toy Shop, now I think I'm nearly halfway down from the top, so what I'm going to do is go to the side, work my way right to the bottom, and then on Pattern Keeper I'll start from the bottom and then work my way back up, and eventually I'll meet what I've already stitched. The only thing is, that means my percentages are not going to match up for a little while until I get that organised on each and individual chart. Yeah, most of them on the last 2 weeks, except for the last 2, the percentages are correct, but after that they're not going to be correct until I can actually catch up with Pattern Keeper and put it all in. But I can still have the amount of stitches that I've stitched. That part's still okay. It's just the initial percentage of what I've done. So that will have to sort of just go along as we get there. But other than sit there all day and put everyone in and doing it that way, but then I'll get no stitching done. And I'm not going to restart every whip, especially Toy Shop, because that's nearly, I think that was about 37%. Yeah, that one's 37%, so there's no way I'm going to restart that. Not a chance. So let's get into these whips, and then I have some haul to show you. Okay, the first one I'm going to show you is a Heaven and Earth design. This is Hubble Bubble by Lisa Parker. This one is done on 18 count. Now there's a little bit of glare. There's a bit of sunlight coming in from the window behind you. So this is the first one I've stitched on. Got so much on this table, I need to clear it off a bit. Now this one I worked on for 2 days and I got 1,918 stitches, and this one is on 17.30%. Now I haven't worked on this one with the new iPad yet, so we will see how we go. I've moved the Q-snap because we were over to the side where the kitten is, but I want to bring it all up a bit even now, so I'm starting on the pot in the middle. So with Pattern Keeper, I might try and just get in the outside of this foot for the big pot, and then I should be able to work out where I'm going as I'm stitching, hopefully. We will see, and then I'll just have to fill in all these on Pattern Keeper as I go. It's going to be a bit slowing me down because I've got to try and work these ones into Pattern Keeper and not thinking that I've got to stitch them again, sort of thing. So we'll see how we go. But I like that one. Like I said, I've done 1,918 stitches. Now I've also got some bags made. I don't know. Oh, you can sort of see them over there. So I will be doing a floss tube extra with the bags before I put them on the group page to be sold. Alright, that's one. These are they are actually in the order that I've stitched them in, because I've been putting them in the tub that way. Oh, excuse me. Okay, this one is Game of Swans. It's a long dog sampler. Now I'm on 90.19%. This one I haven't put into the new Pattern Keeper because hopefully by the next time I film it should be finished, because I've passed these 2 swans at the top and I've only really got half of that to go, and then a little bit over this side. So not much to go at all. I worked on this for 7 days and I got 3,765 stitches. This was one that I done during the day, and then overnight I got some few extra stitches in when I had the time. I'll take this side clamp off, then you should be able to see. So there's this one. So really all I've got is this flower that's here. There is another one to come in here. Then there's a butterfly in the corner, and this pattern here to go in the corner. And then there's just a few little things here to fill in, and this side. So it's a mirror image. So what you see on this side here has got to be done on this side. So if all goes well, this one should be a finish by next floss tube. I'm going to be working on this one today. seeing as it's already after lunchtime. It saves getting the big one out. Hubby will be home early today. Oh, it is a public holiday in Queensland, in my part of Queensland, because of the Ekka Day. So hubby's working local today, so he'll be home for dinner tonight, which will be good. So I'm lost my needle. Better put that back on before I lose it completely. Yeah, so I'm just going to grab out, I'm just going to work on this one today instead of grabbing the whole thing, whole big ones out. So that's my aim for today. And I won't finish it today, but I might get half of it finished. What's left. Okay, the next one. This is the Linfox truck. This is the truck that hubby drives. He took the photo and I made it into a cross stitch pattern. Now I'm down the bottom here. I've done the outline of the wheel and the bumper. So when I put this one in the new pattern keeper, I might have to continue a bit on the dirt at the bottom so I can match it up to where I'm up to. It's going to be a bit of playing around with it to get it all in. So it's going to take a few weeks. Otherwise, I mean, I could get them all in, do one a day probably, because there's a lot of stitches to put in, but I want to stitch as well. So the only way I can work out how to do it is find out where I'm up to, find that symbol on the new one, and then end up working back into what I've already done, and then I can just mark it off after I've done my daily stitches and worked it out. Now this one I did 972 stitches and I'm on 5.25%. So this one I've just been working on the dirt. So when I work on this one next, I'll see if I can find out what these stitches are here and then work my way back to fill in all this. Hopefully I don't get it wrong, but being brown, if I put one of the brown stitches in a wrong spot, it's not going to make much difference. And then I will work over to this side, then work up to the wheel and then come back across. I think that's the best option, other than sitting there and putting them all in before I can stitch anything, which is a good idea to do it that way, but that's going to take a lot out of my stitching time. So I think the way I'm thinking of doing it is not too bad. Just means I don't have percentages. But if that's all I don't have, then that's not too bad. What do you think about that idea? If there's any other easier idea, please let me know. When I started filling out some of them on Dark Jungle, I think it was, or it might have been Animal Kingdom. No, Animal Kingdom. When I started filling some of them out, it just seemed to take forever. But if there was a group of one colour, then I highlighted that colour and then I clicked on it and done complete page or complete square, and that wasn't too bad that way. It's still going to take a long time to do it all that way, but it can be done. So it's just going to be a slow process, that's all. But if there's any other way that's a different way that you can think of, or any other way to transport it, and I might be able to see if I can transport it. It's mainly the big one, like toy shop, where I've got so much done. But we will get there. The next one's Breaking Free by Ciro Marchetti. This one I started to put in to Pattern Keeper because this one is all down the bottom. So that wasn't too bad until I got to Raggedy Ann, and then it made it a bit awkward. But this one I've got 933 stitches done and I'm on 12.12%. Now this one I've moved the Q-snap as well. Now I think I'll put up the before pictures anyway, but I think I was working on this bit and coming up here and just filling in. I think that's where I was, yes. Because I wanted to do a lot of bulk colours because it was easier with the pattern keeper the way it is at the moment. But yeah, so I think I filled in here going up and maybe a few stitches in here. But that's the end of the page. So when I get this one back out again now, I will go up and do this side with the new pattern keeper, and then I can run it across. I said it can be done. It's just a very slow process. Sorry if you can hear the drill outside. It sounds like the neighbours are doing work. I don't even know where Tiger is today. He hasn't graced us with his presence. He was a bit sick yesterday. He was vomiting everywhere, but he vomited up a bit of plastic, so that's probably what's upset his tummy. But he was okay. Gave him plenty of fresh water, and he ate okay this morning, so he's back to normal. Okay, the next one is Toy Shop by Aimee Stewart. Now this one I was working over on the bookshelf, the second one down. So what I'm going to do with this one is either come down this side, work 1 or 2 stitches all the way down till I get to the corner, or down this side. I'll have a look at the pattern and the chart and see, and then I'll just work my way across the bottom and work my way up, and eventually I'll hit the stitches that I've already done, because otherwise this one is going to be hard to fill in, because this one I'm on 37% and it's 100 and something stitches that I've already done. We'll get there. This one I worked on for 2 days and I got 1,813 stitches. This one I've put all the spare fabric in another bag so that 1, Tiger doesn't get it while it's hanging on my my stand, and 2, it doesn't get dirty. It's out of the way. Okay, so here we are. Here I've been working here. This is an elephant and just another teddy, I think it is. I think that's what it is. I haven't finished him yet. But yeah, I've just been starting here and working my way across. The idea was to work my way across to the other side of the bookcase here and then do that next section. But now with the new pattern keeper, I'm going to bring it down all the way down to the bottom and then work my way back up. But I've got to look to see what side is going to be the easiest to take it all the way to the bottom, and then we'll see, take it from there. But this one is on 37.48. Now I wanted to get this one to 40% by the end of the year, and I've worked out that it needs 4,000 stitches is only 1%. So it's 12,000 stitches it needs. So if I can get 12,000 stitches in, I know I'll be very close to my 40%. But it just won't tell me it's on 40%. Okay, the next one is Tigers. I don't know how I'm going to put this one in because I've started right in the centre. And all the colours are virtually the same. This one is an Artecy and it's by Tarina Clark. But it's going to be a challenge for all of them, but I'll get there. I won't let it beat me. Now this one I've done 964 stitches and I'm on 17.52%. This was the last one I did on the normal pattern keeper. So what I did with this one is I picked symbols here and worked my way up. I filled in his forehead. There's a few ninja stitches in there that I need to fill in, which if I can get the the first pattern keeper to work properly, then I might fill in all the ninja stitches, and that way it won't be too bad. There's not many, there's probably a handful over here. And then that side of his face is done too, about there. So that shouldn't be too hard to put in. And then I've just got to finish this side. But we'll get there. I love the way he's coming together. I love the colours. But you'll see on the before pictures. I've noticed I've done more full coverage. I think I just lost my needle. It'll be in the bag. Hopefully. I noticed I've done more full coverage than I have on my Fancy Ladies. I don't know what it is, but the full coverage has just been calling to me at the moment. I mean, these are all full coverage. I don't know what it is. The full coverage is just calling to me. The next one I worked on, this is one that I've worked on for the new pattern keeper, so I haven't got a percentage, but this is The Amazing Animal Kingdom by Aimee Stewart. Now I'm still in the middle, and I started doing, just here there's a clump of black, so I started doing the black and then worked my way back up to what I've already done. So that one wasn't too bad. I found the middle and it wasn't too bad, so I think I've got all that done. I've just got to double check, but I couldn't give a percentage because I stitched plus I marked some off as well, so the percentage wasn't up to where I got to, if that makes sense. I've just got to double check, make sure I've marked them all off, then we'll be able to start getting a percentage. As you can see, Tiger's had this one, so I really have to, before I stitch on this one again, I'll have to go and serge the edges, otherwise it's not going to be big enough. Thank you, Tiger. So this is where we are with this one. I moved the Q-snap. My original idea was to finish this drum, and then I don't have any ninja stitches on this one. It's all filled in as I go, because up the top, that's all filled in except for there. That's where I was up to. But that was my idea, but now I just worked on this black and this bit here, and then started going up and doing a bit, and then I filled in most of the stitches on Pattern Keeper on this one. I've still got some more to do in the drum that I haven't put on the new Pattern Keeper, but we're getting there. We're getting there. It is a nuisance not being able to transfer it all over, but just one of those things, I guess. And the last one I've worked on is Dark Jungle and Tigers. Now, I was working down here and I was going to finish that tiger, but that's not going to happen now. So I've worked over a bit further and done some black and started filling in some of the missed stitches that I'd already done. This one I did get 800 stitches done on. So I just make sure I do my stitching for the day, and then when I think I'm finished, I put some extra stitches in, and then I know roughly how much I've done. Otherwise I wouldn't know how many I've done and how many extras I've put in. So here we are with this one. So I only worked on this section here, and then I put some of these stitches back into Pattern Keeper. I think I've nearly put the flower in, but I hadn't attempted to do the tiger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep working here, maybe come back this way, or depending on what's this way, I'm not sure yet. They're all out of out of sync to what I was going to do now, but that's okay. So I will start and do some more here when I do it. I'm probably filling this part and then go over. So tiger won't be getting done just yet, unfortunately, but that's okay. That's okay. I just don't know why I couldn't export it and bring it back down, but maybe it's just the iPad not working properly. I don't know. But we will get past it. Well, that was my last whip that I've done. So like I said, I worked on 8. For the fortnight, I got 11,915 stitches. So not a bad effort. I did try and work on Christmas shop. I do have that one. There it is. You had it here. I did try and work on Christmas shop by Ciro Marchetti. Now, it's on the blue fabric, and I've done the dog, I've done the window pane with the bird, I've done a lot of the truck, and I started on the horse. So I've done a fair bit of stitching on it, and it looks okay. I like it. And I was looking at it and thinking, well, there's not much room beside the dog and the other side. Is it going to fit? So I had a look on Pattern Keeper, and I counted out how many stitches I need to get to the other side. Lo and behold, I'm 20 stitches short, which means I'm 20 stitches short and I don't have a border. So when I've measured it for an 18 count. And I've worked out this is only a 16 count. That's why the dog looks so big. And I couldn't work out why the dog looked so big to start with, because 18 count, he shouldn't have looked that big. But I don't know what made me check, but I'm glad I did. So it's done on a 16 count, not an 18 count. And I even wrote 18 count on the back of this. So I was umming and ahhing whether to start again. But I've done 19,000 stitches, I think, and I don't want to start again. So hubby suggested, can you add a bit of fabric on? Yes, I can. So I've got a choice. I'm either going to add fabric on. I haven't checked the other side and the top and bottom yet, which I'll do next time I get it out. But I'm guessing because it's short one side, it's going to be short all the way around. So the only thing I can do, I've got two solutions. One, I can put extra fabric around it, and then as I'm stitching it will connect together, in theory. Or two, crop it, take off some, because I mean it's only 20 stitches on one side, so I'm guessing it'll be the same all the way around. So maybe take off an inch or two. I don't know. I was so disappointed when I found out, because I thought, no, now I have to start again. And I didn't really want to start again. To start again would be, I mean, I'd do it, but you wouldn't have the, what's the word for it? The get up and go, I guess, to do it as much as what I have already. And I love what I've done on it. So has anyone added extra fabric all the way around to actually stitch on, not just to put it into a Q-snap, but to actually stitch on it? And if so, do you put it on the front or do you put it on the back? Because you wouldn't put it even. I was thinking maybe the back, if I done it that way, so that it wasn't bulky on the front. But if anyone has done that, could you let me know how it turned out, or if you've got one that you can show me so I know what it looks like when it's done? Or do you think I should just crop a piece off? But yeah, I was pretty disappointed when I seen that. It sort of put a downer on the day, but I just kept going. Put that one away. I found 25 count. I had a big piece to start it again, but I was hesitant to start it again because I didn't really want to. So anyway, this fortnight I'm going to work on that one. I can still do some until I decide which way I'm going to finish it. I'm going to work on I Love You by Randall Spangler. These are just the ones I've got sitting on the bench here. I want to get some done on my Fancy Ladies. This one is Stitching Beauty by Teresa Gill. Now I've really got to get some of these done, because the only thing that's been calling me is my full coverage, and I know you've got to go with what calls you, but I don't want to leave the others out either. Map of Australia by Artecy. The kids, see, this one is going to be cropped. I'm going to crop it about there, maybe a little bit there, but I'm going to crop it a little bit at the top, so I know I can crop them, because otherwise this one's too much tree. Elephant Puzzle by Pain Free Crafts. That's going to be fun to get back into Pattern Keeper, but I might be able to, I know I've done the width of the trunk, so I might be able to find the other tusk and then come back that way. Let's see how we go with that one. And 16th Century. This one I have finished the middle and I've started the bottom corner, I think. But I still have Fancy Lady, I still have Red, I still have Wild Menagerie to do, Florentine. I think that's all the Fancy Ladies. It's just a matter of wanting to do. I want to do them. I want to get them finished, but you know how you just get drawn to some and not others? Well, that's what I'm doing with full coverage at the moment. I'm just getting drawn to full coverage. So, while that's what I want to do, that's what I go for. So that's okay. I don't mind. I know they will all get done in the end. Okay, well that's it for the stitching. Now I should show you some haul. I got some more. I'm not going to pull them out of the packet. I got some more DMC from JK's. This is the last that I need for the chatelaine. So the chatelaine is kitted up. I haven't got all the right beads. I've got equivalent to, which I don't think, I mean, as long as it's the right colour, you're not gonna know whether they're a mill heel bead or whether they're a Japanese bead. It's not going to make much difference, I don't think. So you've got to use what you can. I've got a lot of colours of beads. The ones that I don't have, I will get along the way. But beads I'm going to do last. So that's okay. I've got a nice little needle minder. Little butterfly. And then I got a mystery bag from Janet. And I got an even weave one. Then I got another needle minder. Got a collection of needle minders now. Now, I got some Stitches lotion. Now, I've never even heard of this before. And it smells quite nice. It's supposed to be non-greasy. So, I'll be using that. I got a little kit. Make It a Koala. Little cross-stitch kit. Now, this one will probably go in my freebies. In my giveaways, I should say. So that'll go in my giveaways. A no count cross stitch needlework. It's just male geisha blue. So it's just a shirt. This will be another one that'll be a giveaway, because I can't see me doing that. But that's okay. I got some other charts. These ones I will do. This one is Dreamweaver Jubilee. It's a Meriden design. So she is quite cute. So I will do her. I know she's not full coverage like I've been saying, but I do like the Fancy Ladies. Just getting into them. This one is a Shannon Christine Designs Sugar Plum Fairy. That's another one that I'll do. Do this one for one of the granddaughters. That would look nice. Pink would go with a yellow. or not a bright orange, but a pale orange. We'll see. And then I got May the Force Be With You. It's a Star Wars. Not sure what I'm going to do with that one yet. I know I won't stitch it. That's just not me, but that's okay. I got a cover. It's a light cover. Now I do have, I don't know if you can see it, I do have a standing light with a magnifier on it, so that will be going on that. It would be on there now, but I wanted to show you first. Then I got a little bag of goodies. So let's see what's in here. I got some water-soluble pencils. Guessing that's for writing on the fabrics. Sorry about the little bit of rustling. Some invisible thread for beads. Little pair of scissors. You can never have too many scissors. Some little buttons or finishing things. And here we go with some beads. So I got some black Mill Hill beads. I thought they would go on the chatelaine, but I don't think there's black on there. And got some red. But I do have some beads in a few of the colours that I do need. So that's why I thought I'll just use what I have. No one's going to know whether they're all the right beads, all the same colour, all the same brand. And then I have some little stick-on eyes. I don't know what I'm going to use those for. But you can always find things for those. So that was a good little bag. And then the fabric. So this was an even weave bag. And you get 2 meters of fabric, but it's all mixture. So I got a 22 count. I haven't taken these out of the bag. There's a 22 count just to white. There's a 25 count on red, and there's a fair bit. There's a fair bit of each colour. I got a 29 count of pre-gridded. This is all even weave. So I wonder if that 25 count I've got is an even weave and not an aider. It looks similar to that. And this one is a huge one. This is 28 count camphor. Now this looks like an Afghan, where you've got certain spots that you can stitch, like an aider weave, and then you've got gaps in between. So I haven't opened this, so I don't know how many actual squares there are that you're meant to stitch on. So I'm thinking maybe either a Disney one, so that on every square I'll do something Disney, and then I'll do something fancy in between them, but either Disney or Christmas. What do you think? I have all those Disney books, so I've got plenty of Disney characters and I've got plenty of Disney patterns. So that's what I was thinking. This one will be a long-term project. It's not something that I need to rush to get done. But that's my thought. Any other thoughts? Because you've got the big square here. So that's the part I'd stitch the Disney character on, and then maybe just do something fancy in between to make it a border. But this is a 28 count. So I thought that would be quite nice. It's a huge piece. That could even be nearly a metre just there. So that's all my goodies. I'm still waiting. There's some more goodies coming. So I'm waiting for them to turn up. What else is there? I've got some bags to put up, so I will do a floss tube extra with the bags. So that will be in the next couple of days. I've just got one bag left to finish and then they're done. I think there's 8 or 9 of them that are done. As for my blanket, I need one more ball of wool. And the shop has sold out of that colour. So I'm waiting for that to come in. Then I'll lay it on the double bed the queen bed, and then I will take a photo and show you, because once I knit up that, as soon as that ball of wool comes in, it'll only take me 2 hours to knit that ball of wool. I'll do that, and then all I have to do is just sew it up, and the blanket will be finished for Samuel. So that will be good. And then I have more to do and some knitting to do. But that's the only crocheted one I have, knitted one I have left on the go at the moment. Well, that's all my cross stitch stuff. That's all my haul. I think that's all we have left to talk about. This has gone for 40 minutes. So it was a bit longer than I thought, but that's okay. And Tiger never come in once. He's not even in the room. So he must be snoozing somewhere, probably because he was sick yesterday. Don't forget, if you haven't watched last video, go and watch that one for the giveaways. Well, actually, I could just show you here. This is one of them. That one, I think you've got to say swans. This one, ferret. This one, joy. And this one, coffee. But you need to comment on the last floss tube, regular floss tube, not on this one. Yeah, so go back and watch the last one, the last regular floss tube update. And if you're interested in those charts, put them on that video, not this video. Because if you put them on this video, you'll end up missing out. That's it for me today. I will go and get this uploaded, and it will, well, today's Wednesday, it probably won't be uploaded fully until tonight, so it might be on overnight or in the morning. So that's it. I'm done for the day. I will go and get some stitching done after I edit this. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for coming back every video that I put up. Thank you for liking and subscribing. If you've got any suggestions about doing that chart, or you have added extra fabric and it's turned out okay, or there's anything I need to know before I do that, please let me know in the comments, because I've never added fabric before. I've always counted correctly until now. So every time I start a pattern now, or start stitching on one that I've already got, I make sure it's big enough. I double count it and make sure it's going to fit now before I go any further. I'd be buggered if Toy Shop wasn't tall enough. I know it's wide enough because I've reached the other side, but no, that one's pretty good. I knew the count on that one. I don't know why I got this one wrong. I should have picked up as soon as I started doing it, because the picture was so big that it had to be 16 count, not an 18 count. But nevertheless, it does not matter. Does not matter. It can be fixed. I was just a bit down after finding that out. But I picked myself up again and got stitching again. There's not much you can do about it. Well, that's it for me rambling on over nothing. Just to waste time for you guys. But thank you for coming and spending this time with me and joining me on my journey. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. If you want to join the Facebook group, Fun with Cross Stitch, just pop along. You have to answer the 3 questions, otherwise you won't be accepted. And then if you answer the questions, you'll get accepted, not a problem. I've got some challenges to put onto that group. I've been working with Anne. Anne has given me some good suggestions. So they will be going up very soon, ready for next year. They're for next year though. They're a year-long challenge. So I think they will be fun. Anne's done very well to get them sorted out for us. So they will be going up there as well. I have Instagram, Fun with Cross Stitch _ in between each one. Don't know why it worked out that way, but it did. I post on there every now and then. I do put on there when I've put a new video up. I will be putting the bags on there after I put them on flosstube. I have a buy me a coffee link down below, or buy me a cup of tea. It doesn't say cup of tea, but if it did, I'd put that. All that just helps with the giveaways, because I have a tub full of giveaways, so that'll help with the postage for the giveaways. It also helps me kit up my chatelaine and to give you this content so that you can see what I'm doing this end. But I really do appreciate you watching. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video, which will be in a fortnight's time for my new normal update. I will be posting the bags probably Friday. I'll do the bags. Just something come up on my screen. Friday I'll do the bags, and then I will get a stitch with me done. I've been meaning to do one. It just something always comes up and I never get to do it. So thank you for joining me, and I will talk to you next time. Happy stitching, everyone. Bye for now.